Welcome to Monday's Coffee with Jesus. We are looking at John chapter 7, and Jesus has just been accused by the crowd of being demon-possessed, and they're saying, you're mad because who's trying to kill you? And then he says this, John 7 verse 21. Jesus said to them, I did one miracle and you're all amazed. Yet because Moses gave you circumcision, though actually it did not come from Moses but from the patriarchs, you circumcised a boy on the Sabbath. Now, if a boy can be circumcised on the Sabbath, so that the law of Moses may not be broken, why are you angry with me for healing a man's whole body on the Sabbath? So, that is a very, very interesting argument, and it's quite precise. So let me try and summarize it this way. There's another verse in this section, verse 24, which we'll do tomorrow. That's enough for here. So, according to the law, Leviticus chapter 12, verse 3, the child should be circumcised on the 8th day. Often, the 8th day would fall on a Sabbath. The Jewish leaders allowed circumcision to take place on that day, and yet it was work. It was giving medical attention to a body. Now, he's really saying, what Jesus is saying, if it's lawful to carry out an operation on the Sabbath day which mutilates, it cannot be unlawful to carry out an operation which makes the body whole. So the Jewish leaders were saying that an act of mercy, such as circumcision, was okay to do in the Sabbath. And Jesus is saying, but surely healing the man's body is also okay to do. I remember a doctor telling me once that, I couldn't come near the free church because you don't allow doctors to work on a Sunday. Oh, it was incredible. It was so, just so wrong. We would actually have put someone in trouble who refused to help someone on a Sunday. Now, there's another difficulty here. Circumcision was a sign of the covenant by which God promised to be with his people and to bless them. In healing the sick person, Jesus, as the Son of God, is fulfilling the circumcision. So what he's doing is he's telling them to look below the surface to make a fair judgment. He makes quite a complex argument to deal with their issues, but he's really saying that look at the alternatives, and the alternatives to Christ are always much, much worse. So I think that is it's a wonderful indication of how Christ fulfilled the scriptures and how Christ deals with religious legalists, and how we are to do that as well, because we ain't lost them. We ain't lost them. It keeps coming up, and corruption and everything else keeps coming up. And we answer those who distort the Word of God with the Word of God and the logic of the Word of God. So, God bless you. See you again tomorrow. Bye.